welcome back to yet another dazzling new episode of Bedazzled with me, Zora Amin. The Expo 2020 has been bringing to us some wonderful names from showbiz and entertainment from across the globe. For example, the Black Eyed Peas regaled a swarm of fans with their chartbusters. Have a look.
Congratulating the Expo team for, keeping the Expo safe. Although COVID had detoured it a bit, it's still here and a magnet for different cultures and nationalities, thought leaders, NGOs, problem solvers is really, really awesome.
So to be able to be in Dubai after the shutdown and now here in 2022, it's like a dream come true.
Growing up with disability, I'm visually impaired, and you become a bit timid, and at that point I was kind of like, what am I gonna be? I didn't know what my profession was gonna be until I met my best friends, and they really believed in me. And like, yo, you could do it. Will he actually encouraged me to rap before I could even speak English.
I'll start it off since you talked about belief. One of the things that is not music related, but just on a human level, while I was battling cancer, to see my best friends be there with me through this journey of overcoming this horrible disease, knowing that, I always say this, knowing that one day I could be back on stage performing, being on stage, doing the thing that we love to do since we were teenagers, and providing that therapy, that good medicine, that was something that kept me fighting.
This family, like you kids out there, you want to see your life change if you were born into a horrible family, pick awesome friends. Mm-hmm. That one. That you have the ability to be like, I don't know if I want to hang out with you anymore. You don't equal my dream. We look out for each other.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, hey, so what do you want to do? Okay, well, let's do that. Hey, how about we do this, guys?
Yeah.
And so you're doing things as a unit. And that's what really keeps you, it gives you the ability to like undergo any storm, any turbulence, any hate, any doubt, any cynics, any critics, because who are they? Right? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, if somebody's judging us, I'm like, whatever with those guys. We got us.
Yeah.
Say what? If you wanna get down and do what? Put your hands together. Put it on. Well, I am from the beat. This is beat bumpin', bumpin'. This is beat go boom, boom.
The Hit Music Festival and Marathon 7-hour extravaganza treated audiences to a feast of rich South Indian music at the Expo's Jubilee stage. The non-stop show unleashed 15 artists performing in several genres and languages, including Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, featuring Remya Nambisan, Sachin Warrior, singer and actor Siddharth Menon, Jyotsna Radhakrishnan, who sings in 12 languages, and K.S. Harisankar, a singer and music producer.
వీధులు మనన అవిలినై కుంకుమము పరిభవ వర్ణ పరాగలను కరిమిడి కవిదయుమాయి పాపై ఎన్ని కాది
Shekhar Kapoor is Why the Musical is performing at Expo from Thursday to Sunday. So make sure you plan your weekend accordingly. But if you want to watch it in the comfort of your home, we've got it covered for you. That was mesmerizing, wasn't it? Let's take a quick break now. So our expert Vidya is back, but this time instead of mental health, she will help us train our mind on how to lose weight. And I'm pretty sure this is something most of the people are waiting to find out, except me. Hi Vidya, welcome back to Bedazzled. So what do you have in store for us today?
Thank you, Zora. It's great to be back. The next 4 weeks, I'm going to take all of you on a journey on an interesting topic that most of us have experienced at some point, but not you, Zora. So how many of you have wondered that you have done so many things, diets, workouts and everything, and you still have not achieved your ideal weight, and most important, kept off your weight? This is because we have changed our lifestyle without changing the underlying beliefs and convictions that has kept us in the wrong size and shape. This needs to be broken. As humans, we are all programmed since we are born to act and react in certain ways. So to achieve and maintain your ideal weight and size, you have to reprogram your attitude to food, the one that you were born with, and not the one that you acquired over the years from others and even in ignorance. So we were all born with the ability to say no to food, to leave food, and to know when we are full. That's why babies cry at 3 a.m. because they eat when they are hungry. They know when they are full, and you would have seen small children say no to food when they are not hungry. We may not remember, but we, like everyone, came to this world with normal eating habits, free from addictions to sugar, to fast food, and even from overeating. But then we were conditioned to link food to comfort, to feeling loved, to feeling good, and linking guilt to leaving food. So how do you understand your pattern with food and break it permanently? You see, weight loss is an inner game, and so is weight gain. Whatever is going on inside manifests your reality. So I want all of you to sit back and reflect, what are the beliefs related to food, related to weight that you're telling yourself? Some of the beliefs that I've heard from my clients are, everyone in my family is overweight. I've tried everything, but I can't lose weight. My metabolism doesn't work properly. I'm not consistent with diet and exercise. I'm stuck at a certain weight. So the advice for you today is change your mindset to change your lifestyle. So let me share a story of one of my clients. So she came to me for excess weight of 15 kilos. So what we did in the session was we went into the root causes and reasons for this excess weight that she's been carrying for 50 years of her life. Once we found the root causes, I used powerful techniques to remove these root causes and give her new programming. So then she learned that she doesn't need to hold on to this weight. There's a healthier way of taking care of herself. And the result of that is in just a week, she reduced 2.2 kilos and 3 centimeters off her waist. I'm super proud of her.
Thank you so much for sharing those tips with us, Vidya. I'm sure those will be very helpful for many of our viewers. I hope to see you soon. And here's another way to burn calories. We have with us a young talent who has set social media on fire with her electrifying moves and is now going to give us some tutorials on how to groove. Please meet Nidhi Kumar.
Hi guys, this is me, Nidhi Kumar, NKD, and also we are at NKD. NKD is Naach Ke Dikha. This is where the magic happens. We're not just a dance studio. So my dream has always been to put Dubai on the dance map. I'm UAE's biggest dance YouTuber, and that is what we do here. Dancing, content creation, bringing up the youth to do something new and get something new in the UAE. So this is what this space is for. We have a lot of fun here, so make sure you come here. And now, let's move on to a little bit of a teaching. Let's go. And now, it's time for us to give you our first tutorial. NKD's first tutorial for all of you. But first, I want to introduce my beautiful dancers and my students, Ayushi and Meera, who are going to be helping me to teach you all these amazing steps. So, today's song is Chamma Chamma, the evergreen song, and I'm going to be teaching you some very fun steps that you can use anywhere, clubs, parties, at the weekend, wherever you want, yeah? So, we're going to start out with Chamma Chamma. So, first we start with our right leg. So, we step our right leg with our hands, jazz hands, 1 and 2. So, we go up and chest. Super easy. So, 5, 6, 7, go. 1 and 2. Same thing we do to the left. 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. That's it. Super easy. Then from here we go, hand on our left hand on our head, and our right hand touches our right leg, taps it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how does the entire thing go? 5, 6, 7, go. Chamma, chamma, baje re meri panjari. I'm such a good singer, guys. Chamma, chamma, baje re meri panjariya. And boom. तो हमने ये 2 बार complete किया. So right after this, we move on to the next step, which is tere paas aao meri, that part, right? So first we go, step our left leg twice, and we are calling someone to come to us. So we go step, step, and then we do the same thing to the right. 1, 2. Super easy. So 5, 6, 7, go. Tere paas aao meri. Whatever. Yeah, my lyrics are so bad. 5, 6, 7, go. Tere paas aao meri. From here, left hand on our chest, our right hand on our waist, and we just go drag, come back, drag, come back. Super easy. And how does our hips go? We go to the right, come back center, go to the right, come back center. Easy. So let's go from here till here slowly. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, 6, 7. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, 6, 7. Repeat. From here, neende churalu is the part we're doing now. So from here, we take our left hand, roll it above our head and move our head and come back. From here, we hit our shoulder, left, right. Super easy. So how will it go? Circle and left, right. So this is neende churalu, and then you repeat the same thing 4 times again. Chamma, chamma, baje re meri panjariya, and we're done. Now let's go from the top till here and make you all amazing dancers. Yeah? Are you ready? Yeah? Let's go. So 5, 6, 7, go. Dekha na 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 na. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're done. And of course, guys, please don't forget, this is a very, very creative song. So expressions, use them a lot, go crazy and have fun. Now let's do this with music. And a 5, 6, 7, go. Kumar signing off.
एक छोटा सा ब्रेक लेते हैं and we'll be back with Shane and Peter. Pablo Picasso said, "Action is the foundational key to all success." But what action to take? Let our mentor Shane and Peter guide you on it.
On
bedazzled, it's career
Tip.
time.
And today, we're going to be talking about the importance of industry knowledge. If you're interviewing for a job, you're likely interviewing with a person who has chosen to spend most of their adult life working in a particular industry. They've probably developed a passion for it. And therefore, if you can demonstrate that same passion that they have developed, you're much more likely to find that job and to be successful in that job. There's a couple of ways that you can develop and maintain industry knowledge.
One of the ways is knowing the history of your business. How did it start? Where did it come from? Where is its roots? What's its genesis? And one of the things that you need to know if you're going to manage your career effectively is where are we going? So where have we been? Where are we now? Where are we going? So for example, I had a candidate come to me and say, hey, Shane, I'm really passionate about the Dubai Expo. I want to work in the marketing of the Dubai Expo. I said, oh, you love the marketing of expos? I love the marketing of expos. I said, okay, great. Describe the last 2 expos that took place. What were the marketing strategies that they used? Why were they effective? And what learnings would you use from that to apply to the current Dubai Expo? And the person really hadn't researched the expos, and then it made me feel like you're not really passionate about the expo if you haven't really looked at why the other ones were successful. Why did the expo exist? How did the expo start? Why is the expo here? And what are the marketing strategies that really work? So you want to know the history, you want to know the roots, and you really want to get passionate about that evolution, that journey of the industry that you're participating in.
So it can be frustrating. If you're unemployed, if you're jobless, many people just want any job, and therefore they're willing to work in any industry. But your best chance of being hired is not to show that you're willing to work in any industry, but to show that you have a passion for that particular industry. Doing your homework, doing your research is your best way of connecting with companies in that industry and your best chance of landing the role.
This is Shane and Pete wishing all
All your dreams come true.
Hello viewers, Feb 6th, 2022 will be a day to remember. We lost the Nightingale of India, Lata Mangeshkar ji, our Ma Saraswati, our goddess. She has been with us for the last 70 years, entertaining us across all the decades, all the actresses, and 70 years is a lot of time. Her songs are etched in memory forever. Lata ji, may your soul rest in peace, and let your songs be immortal and remain with us forever. जाते जाते मैं यही कहूँगा कि 2 पल रुका यादों का कारवां और फिर चले तुम कहाँ हम कहाँ. We miss you, लता जी.
और फिर चल दिए तुम कहाँ हम कहाँ.
Our dose of entertainment hits and misses. Watch him if you can. Here's Santosh.
Hello, watch me if you can. This is Santosh, and today we're going to be talking about movies in a loop. फिल्म का नाम है लूप लपेटा. It is about time loop stories which you haven't seen so much in Indian films. In the West, yeah, so many of them. There's Looper, there's Jumper, so many of them. This film is a time loop. अब time loop क्या होता है कि जहाँ से एक आदमी एक फिल्म शुरू, ये कहानी शुरू होती है या ख़त्म होती है, the story restarts from the same point again and again and again. It goes on in a loop until the story culminates to an end. तापसी पन्नू ने एक फिल्म की थी गेम ओवर तमिल में, which was presented in Hindi by Anurag Kashyap, which is also about a time. It's about a time loop where she has 3 lives and she is trying to ward off killers. It's borderline horror. इस फिल्म में भी coincidentally तापसी पन्नू है. This is a loop, time loop story. And this is a comedy. It's a comedy thriller kind of thing. तो फिल्म का नाम है लूप लपेटा. It's about a time loop. It's directed by आकाश भाटिया, जिसने Amazon Prime के लिए Inside Edge डायरेक्ट किया है. And this film also stars ताहिर राज बसीन. Last week we spoke about ये काली काली आंखें, which is a web series on Netflix. इस बार फिल्म में भी आ गए हैं. So what is लूप लपेटा about? It is about this couple, Savi and Satya. So it is a sort of a small take on Satyavan Savitri, the mythological story where Savitri gets Satya back from Yamraj's clutches. उस छोटे से स्टोरी को लेके ये फिल्म बनाई है. It's a remake of the film Run Lola Run. which was immensely successful in English and French many years ago, back in the 90s. तो आते हैं फिल्म की कहानी पे. It is about Satya, who works for Dibyendu Bhattacharya, who's a don, and उसके कुछ पैसे की हेरा फेरी होती है. He's caught with the money. He loses the money in a bus, and the bag goes missing. 50 लाख हैं उसमें.
50 लाख 50 लाख 50 लाख 50 लाख 50 लाख 50 लाख अबे 50 लाख.
And the events that lead to him retrieving the money. His wife, Savi, she's pregnant and she doesn't know what to do. She has issues with her father, who has his own preferences with his partner. He's a boxer. She is an athlete who loses the race because of a leg injury. तो ये जाती है अपने husband को बचाने, but he dies. The story starts again in a loop. She's back to the same place where the story begins, and she feels कि कुछ ना कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो रहा है. Why is he dying again and again and again? And this Satyavan Savitri वाली जो story है that plays in the background, making the viewers understand what is this loop about. So a lot of people may not comprehend the time loop story, but it's funny. It has a good comic angle, and it is not boring for the least moment. At 2 hours, the film is totally engaging and thrilling. Shreya Dharmantre plays a brief role, and she has a 2-minute monologue which she excels in. The film is funny. Do give it a watch. It's out on Netflix.
सत्या फिर से जिंदा है and I have to save him this time. चुप सत्या, जहाँ है वहाँ रुक और जूबली स्टोर की तरफ जाने का सोचना भी मत.
Our next review for today is The Great Indian Murder.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've gathered here today to celebrate a very special occasion.
Great Indian Murder ये क्या है? It's based on a book written by Vikas Swarup. अब विकास स्वरूप कौन है ये पूछिए. He is the one who wrote Q&A. अब Q&A क्या है ये भी पूछ लीजिए आप. Q&A is the book which was written by Vikas Swarup, जिसके ऊपर बनी थी Slumdog Millionaire, which won so many Oscars. It was directed by Danny Boyle. अब याद आया? Correct. It's the same Vikas Swarup. He has written another book called Six Suspects, and इसके ऊपर बनी है ये web series which is produced by Ajay Devgan and directed by Tigmanshu Dhulia. It features a stellar star cast. Richa Chadda, Pauli Dam, Ashutosh Rana, Shashank Arora, Shareb Hashmi, and Pratik Gandhi, who's become an overnight star after Scam 1992. Just as the title of the book suggests, 6 suspects. There's one murder, Vicky Rai gets murdered at a party, and there are suspects all around him. So the 9-episode series unfurls slowly at a very sluggish pace, trying to unravel the mystery. And finally, the outcome of who did it is what the story is about. Pratik Gandhi excels in the role of a cop. It's good to see him wearing suits, and he's this no-nonsense cop. He's the CBI, the investigating CBI. Richa Chadda is also a cop, and they have parallel tracks, she doing her bit and him doing his bit. There's one particular mention I would like to talk about is this guy who's from Andaman. He plays a character called Eketi. He is an actor to watch out for. The expression, the body language, fantastic. It's a great series, very slow. At 1 hour each episode, 9 hours is too long. It could have been shortened. It would have been a fantastic film, but it's out on Disney Hotstar. Go give it a watch.
बहुत दिन से देख रही हूँ आप इस केस को घुमा के किसी और ही दिशा में पहुँचाना चाह रहे हैं.
I'll see you all next week, and next week we have a special tribute to Lata ji, so stay tuned.
It's time for me to wrap up, but as always, don't forget to share your valuable feedback on our social media handles. Bedazzled again, same time next week with me, Zora Amin.